So happy to have you back here. I hope we were together in a third semester, I think. Now we are back in the back together in the sixth semester with a new subject given by GTU here, Advanced Web Programming. I hope all of you knows me, so I believe that no need to give any introduction from my side. And as I already told you, I'm very weak to remember names of each and every student. So I'm not gonna ask you your introduction or anything, but obviously we need to go through the introduction of subject that we have to complete or cover in this semester. Now, as you know that your batch is a batch where every semester GTU is introducing new syllabus subjects. So basic web programming you have already gone through in the previous semester, fifth semester, right? Where you have learned HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP. Now in this sixth semester, GTU has given advanced web programming subject. Subject code is 3161611. So let's have a look at the overview of this subject today. Now that's what I plan as a first lecture for this semester. We are going to just have a look at the entire syllabus, topics that we are going to cover, and what benefit we will have once we cover or once we complete this course. What will be the outcome of this course, right? And then from the next lecture onwards, we will start actual syllabus, actual topic coverage. So if you want to go for this subject, as GTU said, prerequisite is the basic knowledge of internet, client-server technology, JavaScript, scripting language, and web programming languages, a little bit, right? And the rationale for this is simply as internet is growing, internet usage is growing day by day. Everything goes online. So there is a need of having those kind of applications here. And how do we build those applications which works on internet? So that's a web technology, and to make it secure, to make it easier to develop, easier to use, and user-friendly, and all those things, we need to have idea about these technologies. So the basic technology, basic web technology that you have already covered in previous semester. You started with understanding of what web is, then web browser, then HTTP protocol, HTTP request and responses. That was, I believe, your first unit. Then also you might have gone through web design principles, how you should design your web pages, what principles you need to cover there. And then you started with HTML, which is the markup language, and that's the subset of SGML, standard general markup language. So where you use some tags to create elements in a page, and when web browser looks at those tags, it is going to render your page accordingly, right? So those are just to generate elements in a web page. Now later on, you looked at the CSS, cascading style sheet, right? It's a style sheet used for changing the look and feel and behavior, up to some extent, behavior of your page. So HTML and CSS, which gives us a static website. After that, you move to the JavaScript, which is a scripting language. You have looked at the client-side scripting language, JavaScript. You looked at only client-side JavaScript. Now, JavaScript is a scripting language. Again, it is based on a TypeScript, okay, developed by Microsoft. So JavaScript you have used to make your page interactive, right? Where you use JavaScript for some kind of validations, you use JavaScript for, let's say, some kind of event-driven behavior of your page when user clicks, or when user hovers the mouse, and so on, right? So that was some related to some kind of interactivity with the user. So that was JavaScript, and then you moved on to PHP, which is the server side, where you connect your database, you make some validations, and you create your dynamic pages. So that was the topics or syllabus that you have gone through in the previous semester. Now in this one, we further bring ourselves to the stage where we are going to use other technologies. Definitely there will be HTML, CSS, even JavaScript also. But other than those, we are going to have a look at few other technologies which we can use to create web pages and websites. Okay. Yeah, if you have any query, you may raise your hand, but unnecessarily, please don't do that, right? So let's move on. So in a week, you are gonna have 3 lectures of this subject. There is no tutorial, but 2 hours of practical sessions will be there. Now, when we start physical classes, we will have 2 hours of practical. But right now, in online sessions, we'll have a practical session of 1 hour, where I'm going to make you aware of what you should do and how you should do. And I'll explain all the definitions of practicals, right? And then I'll leave it up to you how you complete and when you complete. So this is a total 4-credit course where you will have 70 marks end semester exam if this pandemic situation goes and you have a final written examination. We don't know what will be the situation till the end of this semester, so we are not sure about that right now. If it is not written exam, then the component marks may change, your type of examination may change, so that depends, right? The mid component is of 30 marks, and we'll be going through some mid evaluations, mid some exams, mid 1, mid 2, and those marks will be covered here in the mid component, PA. Then the end semester viva and internal. End semester viva of 30 marks and internal 20 marks, where you will be given your practicals and few assignments. Based on those practicals and assignments, you will be evaluated, and this 20 marks will be given. So total it's 150 marks subject, 4 credit. Now let's have a look at some content of this subject. So what it is that we are going to learn here. We'll be starting with refreshing your previous knowledge. So simple JavaScript and CSS. How you write CSS, what are the benefits of using it, what is a responsive design. I think you have seen media queries in CSS, right? Then what is a bootstrap, JavaScript syntax, JavaScript inbuilt objects, right? So you might have gone through DOM, document object model, then error handling and event handling in a JavaScript. Now we'll be using latest version of JavaScript here, so ES5 or ES6 we'll be using here, and we will also use arrow functions. I believe that you might not have seen arrow functions in previous semester, but we will be using it here. And then asynchronous programming. Now, at the time of this unit, we will see in detail what is asynchronous programming. But right now, just to make you aware, synchronous and asynchronous programming, there are two types. Okay. Yes, Vivek, anything that you want to add or ask here? Please unmute and then speak. Vivek? Okay, as I said earlier also, if you really have any question or query, you may raise your hand. But if you don't, then please don't do this. Yeah, so let's move on. Now, this is just a refreshing part. As per GTU, it is 6 hours content. And we'll try to complete this in 6 hours, actually, because I believe that you'll need more time in the other new technologies that we will cover here. So the second unit is all about AngularJS. Now, major part here in this subject is Angular and Node. Now, these are the two technologies. Yeah, just a minute. So Vivek is saying, I choose data mining subject. Why that is not offered? You can contact your class counselor for this. Okay, Vivek? Let me have a look at your...
Sir?
Yeah, I don't see DM in 681 class. Yes? Any other queries? Who spoke just right now?
Sir, Professor Supreet here.
Yeah, ma'am.
I have to make an announcement in the class, so may I?
Yes, please.
Okay. Good morning, students. Students, so today in Malwadi we're getting a supercomputer by our chief minister and by the Guj Coast. So for that we have a small ceremony, and for the link for the same I have pasted in your Telegram groups. So kindly join for the same. So it is now only, and sorry sir, they have to leave and they have to attend that ceremony. So I request all the students to join that session. Link is in the group, and it will be till 12 o'clock, and your remaining attendance will be through that session only. So that session is important for you to join. So all of you kindly join that session. So this is all.
Okay,
Sir,
okay, ma'am.
you can continue with them, or you may end your session the way you want.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so students, as instructed by your class counselor, you may join that session. We'll discuss this syllabus content in the next lecture. So see you in the next lecture all. Thank you for being a part of this first session here, and see you in the next one. Thank you.